So finally we are at chapter 10 of this whole Baldur's Gate thing. The numbers are going up, aren't they? Well, they'll reset in Baldur's Gate 2, so don't worry.
What is it? Fine.
We have been welcomed into, well, the Coalition camp. Oh, here's Corwin, standing there, waiting for doom. Oh, they just put some magic arrows in here, that's nice. And we've been welcomed to discuss battle plans, apparently, with the variety of Coalition leaders.
But we need to get settled in first, pick a tent and all that. A tent.
Under normal circumstances, I would never say this, but I could use some help.
Coming from you, that's a rather astonishing admission.
It's wit like that that makes me so happy to travel with you.
Your sarcasm is noted. Now, continue.
In the last couple of days, I dipped my fingers into a few pockets. One held a bag of junk and this notebook. It contains details of the camp defenses, commander names, and bits of conversation.
I'm actually kind of insulted you didn't dip your fingers into my pockets. You'd find something very valuable. Money. Anyway, alright,
Only a spy would
strange.
make these kind of notes.
Who?
We have a traitor in our midst.
Who did you take this notebook from, then?
That's the problem. While I was working, I wasn't paying attention to faces. It could have come from a few different people.
You don't remember the people that you rob?
Robbed is such a loaded term. I prefer to think of it as easing friends' physical burden. As to the question, they were all soldiers, I think.
Alright. Your hands are very dirty, Savannah. They're very, very dirty. Let's see. What exactly was in the bag?
There was the notebook, of course. A potion, a candle, and this sheet of paper covered in runes of some sort.
Runes?
It looks like the page was torn out of a book. I can make no sense of the runes.
Let's see. Those look like military codes to me. Maybe a high-ranking officer in the camp knows something about it.
All I know is it came from someone's pocket.
Run through what was in the bag again.
There was the notebook, of course. A potion, a candle, and this sheet of paper covered in runes of some sort.
What kind of potion?
Do I look like an alchemist to you?
Well,
it might be a healing potion, but it's in a weird bottle. Maybe the traitor purchased it in camp.
Right,
there was the notebook, of course.
Yes. Describe this candle.
It's not your average tallow stick. Gold leaf is pressed into the side, and it's quite heavy.
Ooh, that might be valuable.
There's nothing else special about it. Maybe a priest could tell us more.
Priest, all right.
There was the notebook, of course. A potion, a candle, and this robbed is such a loaded term.
I guess that's all.
I prefer to think
right,
that
let's find out who
let
that
me
is.
down.
I kind of don't
Hey there,
know why
sweetheart. How's it going?
Well, not bad. Thank you for asking, but you're acting interested in my well-being. I'm a bit suspicious.
Since you replied to me, I can only assume that means you got my present.
You didn't listen,
Before
did
you
you?
show me, though, I need to know something. I'm a one-man woman. Are you a one-woman man?
Definitely. I don't want to spend the money to invest in more than one woman, and it's only you, Savannah.
That's what I wanted to hear, sweetheart. So, where's my present?
Haven't I found? I've saved all those gems.
Nothing I've found has been worthy of a woman as significant as you.
How disappointing. I thought you really wanted to please me. I would have made you very happy in return.
Let me show you how much I want to please you, my Savannah.
You need to do a little more work. What I really want is a poem. Yes, a love poem. All about me.
You'll have one as soon as I can put my heart to paper.
I can't wait to
I write
read
spells, so poetry
it.
should
Just
not
be
be
sure
that
you
hard.
do a good job.
Of course. You have a plan? Fine. So I've been saving all those gems for nothing. I'm going to look that up. If I can actually do something with that, I might reload and give her a proper gift. But I'm confused. Fugin, fuck you. You won't be stealing my woman. Ah! Throwing axes. Magical hammer. Zena here again. Glory to Tempest, yes, yes. Bloody, bloody. Now, yeah, that's potions. What I'm looking for actually is one of those kind of shady types of persons we can put into this world with the glasses. Yes, that's a +1 hammer. I expected that. These are actually completely useless, I think. And this is too, since we can return to... well, actually we'll just dump it into our stash. This will get to Savannah. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to minimize inventory management. It's not really that great for a watcher. If it's Minsk. Oh, no, 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 not stock. I think... Yes, this is my stash. Dump these. That. Storm, Bailoff. Traces. Ah, here are the commanders, the generals.
You gutless worm, what gives you the right to tell me what to do with my men?
Seems we've walked into a rather heated argument. I like her, but I like most dwarven women, to be honest.
You mean your 50 men? Why, my 350 men, of course.
1/10 of Daggerford's population, Delancey. 1 in 10. That's what I've brought to this effort.
And it is appreciated. But Baldur's Gate, and especially Waterdeep, have provided the majority of troops here. I'll not risk them needlessly.
Inaction does carry its own risk. I mean, you need to move your business forward if you want to make a profit and survive. No profit is death.
And who, pray tell, are you?
I am
General Hayter
Skisney.
Stonehand, Torson Cedric Delancey, allow me to present the hero of Baldur's Gate.
Yes, Skisney.
Oh, aye. So what was that business on Boroskir Bridge about? You know how many of our people worship Lathander? Tempest? And you burn the dead lord of bloody murder Baal symbol into the ground where he died. Great, that's sure to boost morale.
Yes. I mean, we are here to murder people, aren't we? I mean, that should be good that we have the blessing of murder. Murder, 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 murder.
Hayther, please, show a little decorum.
Yes, murder.
The reinforcements you've brought are a welcome and much-needed asset. Your presence is problematic. Many are disturbed by tales of Boroskir Bridge. It would be best if you were away from the camp for a time.
You would send me from here on the account of cowards whining? What kind of commander are you?
A highly successful one.
Everyone has a part to play here. The hero vanquished Saravar.
And more.
If they can do the same to Kalar, it's to everyone's advantage.
If we've
Yes.
any hope of defeating the Crusade, troop morale must be maintained. Your presence works against that. As it happens, there's a matter that requires attention a ways
I
from
will
here.
drill these wretches.
Word has gotten round that Kalar's forces are receiving supplies via caverns beneath Dragonspear Castle. We have a rough idea where the entrance is, beyond Dead Man's Pass, as the locals like to call it.
Oh, how cheerful. And I am the person who lowers morale. Seriously.
That's assuming the information we have is accurate. Torture usually gets you answers, but it doesn't always get you the truth.
Let's see. If it gets your enemy broken in body and spirit, that alone makes it worth it. Argue on moral issues.
If it gets an enemy broken in body and spirit, it makes it all a worthy pursuit to me.
We have reason to believe Kalar Argent's top advisor, a priest named Heffernan, is quartered in Dragonspear's basement. We know very little of Heffernan, other than he apparently has Kalar's ear.
We do know that a series of caverns runs beneath the castle. We believe Kalar is channeling supplies through the tunnels rather than attempting to break our perimeter. So there is a way into the castle from below.
We need to use that then. Do it under cover of night and slaughter them all while they sleep.
Our army has found the underground cavern, make it away. See what I can learn of Havana and his wretched mistress. I think Skizny would be a bit cowardly in this case, so I think I'll take number 2.
You want me to use the cavern beneath Dragonspear Castle, our enemy's stronghold, to break into the castle, again, the stronghold of the enemy, and try and gather intelligence of their high-ranking officers.
That is what needs doing. Will you do it?
No, we don't care how they gathered that information, really. I mean, this is Skizny we're talking about. He tortured his own mother over a few coin.
And I would have when she did.
Yes, so I figured.
There is little I wouldn't do to see Kayla's light snuffed out for all time.
Good! Well, be about your business then!
Just so we're clear, our resources are limited, and our focus must be on containing the castle. If you should get into trouble outside this camp, you'll be on your own. We simply don't have the personnel for a rescue party, no matter how valuable the person captured may be. Before you leave, there's a tent near the camp entrance that belongs to a dwarf named Fossey Dugdeep. Go see her. She's been working on something you might find useful as you explore the underground river beneath Dragonspear.
Alright. I'm sorry to bother you again, my friend.
Let me guess, you changed your mind again?
You see right through me. You have to understand something about Jaheira. She always knows she knows... Sorry, rewind a bit. You have to understand something about Jaheira. She always knows what she wants and how to get it. That intimidated me when we first met. I fell in love with her. I worshipped her, but I couldn't bring myself to say anything. What could I offer such a woman? I think we can be a little bit nice here. I'm always soft-hearted in these matters. As this relates to kind of, I know how he feels.
There are few things harder than loving someone who doesn't feel the same way. There's also, depending on the type of woman, the intimidating one like Schwarzsteel. I loved her, but God, she broke me.
One day, I learned she'd been wounded on a mission. The healer tried to keep me out of the hop safe hold. I knocked him over and rushed to see her. I blurted out everything, told her how I really felt, and she said she felt the same about me. She is a hard person to read sometimes. I wasn't sure if she'd like the necklace. I'm still not, but it's better to take a chance than hide my feelings.
She'd like you well enough to marry you.
I'm sure she'd like whatever gift you give her. I've started to work on the necklace. All I need now is a precious stone set in it. Jaheira's favorite is an aquamarine. I'll find the aquamarine for you, my friend.
You are a good friend. Thank you.
Yes, I'll write you a receipt. An aquamarine. I don't think we have an aquamarine yet. Baldur, Star Sapphire, Diamonds. No, I don't think we have an aquamarine. So, well, we have a lot of job thingies. Let's talk with some people around the camp.
You are more than welcome in my sight.
I am sorry, I can't talk right now. There are many I must tend to. You can make time, sure, for the hero of Baldur's Gate, I'm sure. The hero of Baldur's Gate? It's an honor. I've heard many stories about you. I am Theodosia, martyred. But call me Dosia, everyone else does. I'm a cleric of Ilmater with an enviable task of running this triage camp. Why do we need a triage camp? The fighting hasn't even started yet. Sickness runs rampant in the camp. Dozens have fallen ill. We do what we can to heal them, but it isn't enough. If we can't cure these people, this siege will be finished. Have you knowledge of healing, or perhaps a companion might? Examine our patients and you might discover something. If I do, I expect to be rewarded. May Ilmater find you worthy. Be well. Alright, so we don't know much about healing, but Jaheira and maybe even Viconia do. Yeah, now I'm turning into Khalid. Do know a lot of about it, so
There better be a prophet in this.
Help me.
Ah, I'm burning up. Let's see if I
Nature's servant as you direct.
if I die, so I shouldn't watch over them. There you go. So hot. Feels like I'm in the calm desert. Ah, yes. Keep still, soldier. I'm sure I'm going to have Jaheira have a look at you. This man is grievously ill. His skin is hot enough to light a parchment. I know the healing herbs that can bring the fever down. I'll begin work on a poultice immediately. I'm burning! I'm burning! Keep strong, soldier. I'll find a cure for you. She's burning up, so yes, there's a lot of
Help me.
fever here apparently.
Help me.
All right, let's have Jaheira look at her. She is in poor condition, my friend. If we don't find a cure for this sickness, she will be the first to die. Her position in the camp center leaves her exposed to all of her ill companions. I believe that proximity makes the illness worse. Everything is spinning. It usually takes me a few bottles of wine to get to that stage. Hang on and try to enjoy the ride. I'll return soon. So what do we actually need to gather the herbs ourselves for this? All 3 patients return to try to examine the 6 yeah, alright. So we need to look at 3 patients.
Yes, there better be a prophet in this.
Water, please. Water. So that's not an important patient, apparently. Water, please. Water. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, here we go. Ah! So much pain! Everything hurts! No! Jaheira, what do you make of this? Restless energy leaves in this man's limbs. Despite his pain, the agony seems to ignite rage in his mind. Indeed. I've seen this before from rats in the forest of Worm. We need to be careful or he will... Too late! Watch out! So.
Ow!
Uh-oh. That's one patient less. Why did they let him keep his sword? It does not seem wise to have patients keep their swords. So he had rabies of some kind. Count fish, yes, that's the symbol of the... Speak with her, please. Yes. I'm finished examining all the patients. What did you learn? The afflicted are running high fevers, becoming violent, becoming sicker when they are in close proximity to one another. Give them the herbal salves to reduce their fever and bind them to their cots. Move them further apart. That will help a great deal. I make good use of this information immediately. Email to bless you for your aid. You have any idea where to go from here? Let's see. Can I ask... Patients seem to remember those are sickly rats. There are several around the camp. I'll try to catch one and learn, see if we can learn anything from it. It's not much of a plan, but it's nothing better. Please hurry. So now we're rat catchers, eh? What a man does for his rewards. Let's keep our eyes out for rats and for ghostly spirits. Ooh, these are drills, are there? Left turn! About done! Let's speak with this lady.
What a bunch of pathetic babies! I've never seen a worse lot in my entire career!
Is this piece of paper yours?
Let me take a look. Nah, this isn't mine. Looks like it could be a page from the cipher book of Warden Two-Edged. Have you asked her?
Who's Warden Two-Edged? She's retired, Warden of Waterdeep, who's helping us coordinate the siege. You can usually find her in the commander's tent. Excuse me now, duty calls. Get it together, troops! That was a nice shout of myself, if I do say myself. I might have done well as a drill instructor.
What a bunch of pathetic babies! I've never seen a worse lot in my entire career!
Still? Travel's vigilant? You said it! They're there for detail, not used to experience and discipline we get in Waterdeep! Will you be able to whip them into shape then? I'm doing my best, but I've other duties to attend to. This lot might get to be on their own. I'd love to send them back to Waterdeep to Daggerford, but we need every soldier we can get, even ones as useless as these! Why don't I take over training a bit? I can't make them any worse, can I?
You're the hero of Baldur's Gate. Why not? Come talk to me when you finish drilling them and we'll see how you did. Dismissed.
Alright, I like these sorts of missions. But, let me see. I think we'll need to get to that. Yeah, we'll need to get to that next time then. So, until then...